It is. And, you know, Mark, as a former, I mean, you both were bodybuilders. And so wherever you guys are going, you got to get that workout in. It's not if, I am doing it, right? And I'm finding a gym that's open, and it doesn't matter. And I'm sure you guys were the same. I've been in a gym at 3 in the morning, which I love, by the way, because you're basically there by yourself.
Yep.
But I mean, that's hard. And the only thing I can attribute it to, yes, you got to have, you know, you got to have a strong mind. But when you have a product like BHB that's helping you do it, it sure the hell makes it easier, right?
It sure does. I mean, I've noticed the last 3 trips, it's there's no transition phase. Like I've
Dude, you
been,
work your butt. When I've been on these trips with you, again, I put in hours, and I look at you, and yeah, I came out and you had your hood covered over your head, and you were just down focused 100%. Yeah, it's
well,
amazing.
well, I mean, the world doesn't stop just because you have a project. I mean, I was in flight the last, let's see, 9 of the last 23 hours.
Yeah.
And that's, like, but just for professional, let's say you're not worried about looking a certain way. You just, there's nobody who's even just trying to get by at work or as a father or a mother who isn't trying to maximize their time and maximize their function. And that's where you look for everybody's always looking for the magic bullet, right? Look at the growth of GLP-1s. It's made weight loss easier, but this is literally a magic bullet. And in just in perspective, I've been missing meals. The last 3 weeks, I've been missing meals. I've been traveling, and I've been getting stronger. Like I texted you the other day, Rob, like I have no idea what's going on, but I just hit a PR in the gym. And I literally just got back it was from Austin. I'm like, there's no reason I should be hitting PRs. And when I wake up in the morning, I'm refreshed. I don't hit the snooze. And that's something like I always kept that schedule, but I would have to force myself up because I want to get things done. Now it's just like, all right, like this morning I was up, I had a flight, I had a 6:45 flight. And I was like, well, I'm at least going to get cardio in today. So I was in the hotel gym at 3 a.m. and I was fine. Like it was all good. And I've always been a guy like that. But as I got older, I needed the same amount of sleep, but it just took me longer to get going and to calm down. But now it's just changed, and my PRs are going up. And for the meatheads like me, you go to the gym after you travel, you're like, okay, I'm going to go really light because I don't want to tear anything. And you don't really feel like being at the gym. You're there because your dysmorphia is yelling at you, right? Like you feel small, you feel flat. And then you put a plate on, you're like, oh, this is good. Put 2 plates on, you're like, why is this good? And then you put 3 plates and you're like, whoa. And that's literally the feeling. And the only difference has been, consistency by taking this product. It is consistency. And like, I'll tell you what, Bonnie saved me because I can't bring Rev 7 on a flight and I don't check bags. So I had these, pulled it out of my little man purse. Rob's seen my man purse. I always have my man purse with me. So I had this in there, flight landed, ripped it off, took it down, and I'm like, okay, I'm ready to go. I did that before my meeting yesterday. It's an absolute game changer. As someone who believed in the product before, obviously, now I'm like, okay, this, you can't placebo that. You just can't, placebo will work maybe acutely once or twice, but you can't placebo feeling a certain way over an extended period of time. You just can't do that. And it's a fascinating ingredient. We're going to get out to the world. And looking at the future of this podcast, I think we're going to have some really cool people on. Rob has a bunch of cool people. I have a bunch of cool people, but we want to come in here, chop it up. This is an introductory podcast, a lot of education on the ingredient the background of this podcast. But the whole point of this is the driven state. And what does that mean? That's a mindset to always drive forward in life, whether it's personally, whether it's professionally, whether it's athletically. We all want to maintain that driven state. And that's what we hope to bring you with this podcast.
Yeah, I agree 100%. Yeah, it's, and you said it so perfectly. We've talked a lot about athletes on this podcast and people with performance, but when you think of just the mom, that and dad that are just trying to get past or by their days, which are just crazy. The stress, we didn't talk about stress. We can talk about that on one of the next podcasts.
Oh, yeah.
What BHB can do with stress and anxiety, but just to have something that is incredibly healthy that you can put in your body that's going to help you get through the day, right? And certainly BHB, and I'll end with this same thing. I got up at 3. I was on the East Coast yesterday, and I had one of Bonnie's Let's Go gels, and I just was curious. So same thing. I went through the airport, and I had it in my pocket. I was just curious to see if anything would go. Didn't, and yeah, it's so convenient, man. You just put it in your damn pocket and go. And then
you need a man purse.
Yeah.
With his initials on it, huh?
Yeah, you need a nice man purse.
But you just squirt that, you tear it off. It's so easy, and you just squirt it into your mouth. And just like you said, it gives you instant. You literally feel it. There's some type of sublingual effect. And I mean, I sat down. I was early, as Bonnie knows. I get to the airport so damn early, but for 2 hours, I felt like I got like 10 hours of work done in 2 hours. I was just lit up, and I love that. Where you're just so focused, where you get so much done than you otherwise would. So, but yeah. I just think this podcast, it's going to be cool. We're going to share a lot. I agree. We're going to bring some really cool people on, and I think we're going to provide some content that's going to be really useful for people.
It's going to be really cool. So to see more about the products and the company, ketonelabs.com. That's ketonelabs.com. If you want to have some articles, you want to know applications, we have a great blog section updated with some really cool articles on research and application. We also have a lot of studies up there, and we're constantly refreshing the site with everything going on, press releases, you name it. It's on the site. So with that being said, next week we'll have another banger out, but we really appreciate you guys joining us. So any final words, guys?
No, thank you, Mark. You have been an incredible asset in a short amount of time, and bringing your energy. So this is going to be a lot of fun.
Well, Bonnie,
let's go. Let's do it.
Other than go to people are going to want to buy this. Like this is, I mean, the travel implications. Yeah. It's so good.
It's a great product.
Thank you. Rob, really, Mark, thank you. People can buy it at Let's Go BHB. Feed your brain, heart, and body, baby.
I love it. Anyway, guys, we will see you next week. Until next time, have a great week.